Sarah Glazier. She teaches fourth grade. At the end of December, we decided that we were going to read a book together. It's day by day. And Sarah is in the classroom. I'm in Title I, so we have different perspectives on the book. So I wanted to chat with Sarah and just get her ideas about what she thought about the book and how she's using it.
All right.
So you want to explain?
Yep. Well, I heard about Day by Day and the 180 days of reflective practice, so I thought that there'd be 180 tips for teachers to try out in the classroom. I knew that it was set up with mini lessons, routines, conferring ideas, and I wanted to see what works in other classrooms. So I've just gone through first read through just to see all the tips, and I plan to go back and try them out. I've tried a few out already and in the process of trying more out, so I'm excited to improve my practice. So, yeah.
And as from a Title I perspective and a person that goes into the classroom to help teachers, I thought of it in the categories, like there's a mentor text category, and I was thinking that a teacher would use that if they wanted to just beef up that section of their writing program, or conferences or something like that. There's another whole section on that. So it was interesting how we
see it a little differently, but I definitely see that, like I was saying, with conferring, that's a goal of mine, so I will focus in on that section and try out those tips. So, yeah, great idea.
But you found something that you have.
Yep. The part about filling the community with student writing is on page 46, 47. There's a whole section about getting students' work outside of the classroom walls, letting other students, community members know what we're doing, and have our students feel like they have a real audience and so that they're being heard. And our current project is our fourth graders are creating a picture book with a local children's book illustrator, and we're working together, researching, and once we publish it, we want to put it out in Corinna and also through Amazon so that we can reach the widest audience possible. And really the ideas did start in this book, because the ideas are to go to a doctor's office or put them in local businesses, and I just thought that'd be really great. I think students would be interested in doing that. And we have a nice community that we know they'll really be excited to receive our writing. So, yeah.
It's very motivating for the students.
Definitely, definitely.
So, one of the things that's in the book, they go through some of the ideas that they're sharing, and then they give you a challenge. In this challenge, it was to brainstorm with your students ways to fill your community with student writing. Have them consider places people wait and the way writing could be posted in these places. So what are you thinking at this point?
My thinking with that is that we're at the beginning of our project now, but towards the middle, and knowing that we're going to have our finished piece, where can we put that in Corinna? And we know our local restaurant, credit union, the bakery. So I'm hoping students come up with that, but I'm going to let them decide where they want to put it in our community. So we haven't done it yet, but we're going to do it in the middle of our project. So.
And I can see where there are some projects that you would want to wait until you see what the final product is before you decide where you're going to put it.
Where will it fit and be appropriate. Yeah.
And then some of the other things that they ask are around reflective practice, so I thought I'd just ask Sarah the questions that go along with that. What happened to the students' energy levels as you discussed putting their writing in the community?
Well, when we told the students that we'd like to put their book through Amazon, I've shopped on Amazon, so they knew that their book would be reaching a lot of people, and I think that was definitely a motivating factor. So they were excited to know that it's not just a piece in the classroom, but a community piece.
So that elevated their motivation.
Definitely, I think so.
Yeah. What kinds of procedures will you have in place to ensure that the final edit is precise for the student work?
Well, I myself am going to work with the students along with Hazel Mitchell, the illustrator, to make sure that it is a high quality piece, that it does have, it's been edited throughout the process, but we want to get rid of the spelling errors, the punctuation errors, really to put our best work out there because it is such a wide audience. So Yep.
And that's what a writer that is being published would go through,
Yes,
through a publishing
definitely.
house.
The real process. It's
You
not,
are the publishing house.
Yes, I am the one and only, I guess. But we just want to make sure that at this point of the year, the end of 4th grade, that we expect students to have a high quality piece. So,
Right.
yeah.
And then the third question is, how will you educate the public about the work of young writers, as well as the acceptance of writing errors in student work?
Well, like I said, because it is such a wide audience, we are going to have a piece pretty much free of errors, but if it was, say, the beginning of the year, our first pieces, we'd probably have like a first part of our anthology or writing that there are errors, and that's where we're at right now, but we're working towards a final editing process, but that would be more something the beginning of the year that we'd let the community know about. But,
Right.
yeah.
I could also imagine that you might need to, especially if you're going to leave the work in the bakery or something like that, you
Yeah.
might want to write up a little something.
Let them know
To know
that,
what the
that it's
project
okay
was
that we
about.
make mistakes, and we don't expect them to be perfect at the beginning of the year or at their age level. They are 9, 10 years old, and it's okay. That's part of being a writer, so it's
But
okay.
even just to let the public know what the project was and things like that
Yes,
as well.
yep. Give them
Yeah.
some background information. So